You ever notice that guy in the office? The one who seems calm, composed, and somehow ahead of everyone else, not just in work but in life itself? Maybe it's the friend who wakes up early, hits the gym, eats clean, reads, and still somehow seems relaxed while the rest of us are scrambling through emails like caffeinated squirrels. You might wonder, what's his secret? The truth isn't some genetic lottery or mysterious luck. It's habits, small, deliberate actions that elite men do every single day without thinking twice. And here's the kicker. These aren't just routines. They're psychological triggers that shape identity, focus, and results. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see not just what they do, but why it works on a deep human behavior level and how you can start applying it today. The first habit is starting the day deliberately. Imagine waking up before sunrise, stretching, journaling, or planning your day while the rest of the world is still half asleep. Elite men use mornings to prime their mind, energy, and mood. Psychology calls this behavioral activation, structuring early action to increase motivation and reduce decision fatigue later. When you decide your priorities first thing, your brain aligns your attention and energy with what matters most. Maybe it's you, maybe someone you know, who starts the day by checking notifications and immediately feels behind. That's the opposite of deliberate action. The elite don't just wake up. They wake up with intention. Even a few minutes of focused preparation can completely shift how the day unfolds. Then there's consistent physical movement. Picture a man who moves every day not because it's trendy, but because he knows the impact on cognition, mood, and energy. Exercise releases dopamine, reduces stress hormones, and primes the prefrontal cortex for decision-making. It's no coincidence that elite performers tend to have structured fitness routines. This isn't vanity. It's biology. Every daily push, run, or stretch builds resilience and clarity. Reflect for a moment. Do you move your body out of habit, or only when forced? Elite men understand that movement fuels mental performance, sharpens focus, and even improves emotional regulation. Another key habit is reading or learning consistently. Imagine a man who spends 30 minutes a day reading or learning a skill, while others scroll through social media. Knowledge isn't power. Applied knowledge is power. Elite men understand the compound effect of daily learning. Every day you feed your brain new ideas. You strengthen cognitive pathways that enhance problem solving, creativity, and influence. Even short, consistent exposure to new concepts builds expertise over time. Maybe it's you, maybe someone you know, who only reads headlines and calls it staying informed. The difference is daily. Focused learning versus passive consumption. Next is intentional social interactions. Elite men curate their time with people who elevate them, not drain them. Imagine attending a networking event, but only engaging in conversations that inspire action or insight. Social psychology shows that humans absorb habits, beliefs, and energy from those they spend time with. It's called behavioral contagion. Associating with motivated, high-performing individuals primes your brain to adopt similar habits. Consider your own social circle. Does it energize you or lull you into complacency? Elite men are deliberate with attention, conversation, and influence. Even casual daily interactions are seen as opportunities for growth, not just small talk. Then comes reflective journaling or review. Each evening, elite men take a few minutes to process wins, losses, and lessons. Reflection strengthens metacognition, thinking about thinking, allowing the brain to link behavior to desired outcomes. It's the quiet work behind visible success. By reviewing what worked and what didn't, they reinforce accountability and awareness. Perhaps it's you, maybe someone you know, who ends the day scrolling endlessly, missing the chance to integrate learning. Reflection transforms experience into strategy, habit, and growth. It's also a moment to celebrate small wins, which motivates the brain to continue performing. Another habit is structured decision-making. Elite men reduce unnecessary choices through routines, systems, and priorities. Imagine deciding what to wear, what to eat, and when to work out the night before. By removing trivial decisions, the brain preserves energy for critical ones. Cognitive psychology shows decision fatigue impairs judgment and willpower. By automating low-impact choices, elite men conserve mental bandwidth for actions that matter most. Reflect on your own life. How many small decisions sap your energy daily? Elite men design their environment to minimize mental friction, making every choice easier. Finally, daily focus on long-term goals. Every action, no matter how small, is tied to vision and purpose. Elite men know that short-term gratification often sabotages long-term success. They integrate habits that compound financial discipline, skill mastery, health, relationships. Behavioral economics explains this as future-oriented self-control, where small, consistent actions outweigh sporadic effort. Maybe it's you, maybe someone you know, who reacts to every impulse, letting distractions dictate outcomes. Elite men act like architects, building the future one deliberate action at a time, knowing that consistency beats intensity every time. But here's the twist. These habits aren't difficult because of sheer willpower. They work because they align identity, environment, and behavior. Psychology shows that once a habit is tied to identity, I am a man who moves, learns, and acts deliberately, motivation becomes effortless. Systems, routines, and triggers handle execution while the mind focuses on higher-level strategy. Elite men are not superhuman. They've simply structured their daily lives to make success inevitable. Reflect for a moment. Which of these 7 habits do you already practice, and which feel distant? Do you start your day deliberately, move your body, learn continuously, nurture valuable relationships, reflect, simplify decisions, or focus on long-term goals? The more you integrate these habits, the more you shift your identity from someone reacting to life to someone shaping it intentionally. The magic isn't in doing one thing well. It's in repeating small, meaningful actions daily until they compound into mastery. So, take a moment today. Identify one habit from this list to implement immediately. Set a small, measurable, and deliberate action that fits into your day. Remember, elite men don't chase inspiration. They design their environment, routines, and behaviors to produce it automatically. Consistency, reflection, and deliberate action make excellence inevitable. Which habit will you start tomorrow? How does it feel to imagine a day where energy, focus, and action flow naturally? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Observe your habits, test small adjustments, and watch the transformation unfold. The journey isn't glamorous, it's daily, invisible, relentless. And that's exactly what separates elite men from everyone else. They do what others skip, every single day, without exception. And over time, those small, consistent choices compound into extraordinary results that few notice until it's too late. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Hit the like button if this helped you.